let's compare Peter and Judas. Let's get right down to it. Take a piece of paper in your mind, draw a line right down the middle, put Peter on this side, put Judas on this side. Did they really do anything too different? I mean, on the night of the Passover, the night that Jesus was being crucified, Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. On the same night, Peter denied Jesus not once, not twice, 3 times. Denied him, betrayed him. And to make it even worse, Jesus looked up and made eye contact with him the 3rd time that he did it. Now, can we be having an honest intellectual conversation? One did it for money and the other one did it because he was embarrassed. What's the difference between the two? People still name their kids Simon. People still name their kids Peter. Nobody ever names their kid Judas. Are you with me? Say yes. No, that's a no-no. You can name your kid Theodore. You can name your kid whatever you want to do. No, everybody. It's an unspoken. Nobody is allowed to pick that name. No mother holds a baby and goes, "This looks like a Judas to me." Nobody does that. But what did they really do that was any different? And the reality is the actual act itself is not the deciding factor that made them different. What made them different is that Peter didn't lose his faith. See, when Judas denied him, he wasn't even sure that he was the Son of God to begin with. If you read 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and you read the Gospels, you can see on the night that he was denied, on the night that he was betrayed, he didn't even refer to Jesus like the others did. Judas called him teacher. It didn't even have a lot of faith to begin with, even though he saw all that he saw. But then when it came right down to it and he made the mistake that he made, he went into a spiral of hopelessness because there's nowhere for him to go. The Son of God doesn't exist. If he did exist, he died. And if there is a Father in heaven, he is going to be cursed. His life is over. And he hung himself. Peter made the very similar mistake. He too got depressed. He too was disappointed. He too went down the spiral. Except there was an ember of faith inside of his soul. I don't know what happened to Jesus. I don't know what's going on with Jesus. I can't believe what just happened with Jesus, but I do know there's a Father in heaven who spoke to me and told me that Jesus was the Son of God. And that Father in heaven is still on the throne and he's loving. And I believe as regretful as I am, he will forgive me because he's loving.